from Melanie B's Creative Studio, and I have a new package. So this package is from WINNIE'S Picks. I ordered this one on August the 8th, and it shipped within a day or two, and I received it on August 15th. So very quick shipping. It ships from California in the United States, and so it did not take long to receive it. Now let's open it up and see how they've packaged it. It does look a little messy, but I can feel that there is a tube inside. So it comes like this in a very nice tube. I had heard really good things about WINNIE'S Picks, so that's why I wanted to purchase one for myself and give it a test run and see what I thought of it. You guys know I'm always on the hunt for really good companies that we can trust to purchase our paint by numbers from. So that's why I got this one. Let's get this one out of its packaging. You'll notice the image is here, but I'm also going to put it right here. So this is a great reusable tube. I mean, it's super sturdy. It has the lift off top like the ones we've tried from Pink Picasso. Now the canvas is really thick, but it doesn't feel like it's got fabric. It just has a canvas texture, and it might be a very thin cotton fabric on the back, but it almost feels like plastic, very thick. So the packaging has allowed it to be creaseless, and it doesn't have any folds, and it doesn't have any issues that look like we would have a problem going ahead and being, you know, able to take this down and just start. So let's see what we have. There's quite a few things in here. We've got our business card, and it gives us a coupon on the back for future purchases. Very nice, a 10% off the next purchase. Then we have information about this particular artist, which is also very nice. Her name is Robin Altman, so we want to give her credit for this beautiful piece. You also have a very nicely printed, glossy, high quality instructions and some other information. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank goodness there's a reference guide. So we also have 4 brushes, and I may test these out. They are the wooden kind, so they're not plastic. They're a little bit better. I have my favorite brushes, but if you are brand new and you're starting out and you do not have brushes, it looks like you're gonna get a nice little set to start with. And then we have our canvas, again, that has black numbers and black lines. So they're very legible. I mean, I can read every number on here. We've got the name of our piece up here. We've got the name of the company. So if somebody says, where'd you get that one? You know what I'm saying? We could be like, oh, it's called Waiting for You from WINNIE'S Picks. Okay, but let's look at this delicious palette. Hello. Let's get it out of this plastic so we can really look at it. Okay, hello, beautiful palette. How are you today? All right, this is so delicious. Okay, so you know we gotta do a little swatching. This canvas is very smooth, but it's got some deep pores to it. So as you know, it feels like it's already been treated with gesso, but it's pre-primed. But clear gesso is different. Clear gesso gives us an entirely different texture to start painting on. So you guys who don't know what clear gesso is, please, I have 2 videos you really need to watch to make total sense of why we use clear gesso. So I'm gonna just go ahead and swatch a few of these, check the paint consistency, check the paint quality before adding anything to it. And let's just do a quick test. You know, right off the bat, I'm gonna go for one of these like delicious colors right here. So the one thing I didn't bring over here to get started on this review was paintbrushes. So let's open these up, give them a test run. This one might be all right. Let's just go ahead and start with this one. And I'm going to try, now first of all, you guys know that if it's a black number, then it's probably going to take a little more effort to cover it. That's where clear gesso comes in and helps us a lot. Sometimes you just have to use a white Sharpie paint marker to cover the number if you've got some transparent or translucent colors. That's just kind of one of those things when you have black numbers that you have to really be watching for. I want to try a couple of these. So let's do 22. I've got a section here. So here's the consistency of the paint. You see it's kind of thick and up here in the cap. So you can tell it's a great quality, but it's gonna be a little thick to get nice smooth coverage. But I'm gonna go ahead and just try it right out of the pot, as I always do. So that first paint, beautiful coverage, beautiful coverage. Now let me grab a different brush and we're going to do some other colors real quick. So I grabbed the number 1 from the detail brush set that I just did a video on a couple of days ago. There's a lot of white in this canvas, a lot of light colors like these number 1 and 2. These will be, especially number 1, it will be the last color I do, 8 as well, because if I put down all of the 8 and it's all white, and I put down a Sharpie to cover a number before I put down its color that goes on top, how do I know which one was number 8 and which one was the translucent one I'm trying to cover? So I always wait for 8 last. That is just my thing. There's no steadfast rule to how you have to do this, okay? This is your painting, you guys. Well, this one's mine, you know what I'm saying. But when you have a painting, do it your own way. You will find your groove. I'm not kidding you. You will find out what works for you. You can take everybody's suggestions and none of them will work. They won't feel right to you. Find the one that feels right and go with it. And don't let anybody tell you differently. Okay, so I'm going in with number 5. Another good creamy paint. These are, you know, all paints that come in are usually like this consistency. That's why I add a little bit of Flow Aid, because I want it to be a little more like regular yogurt than Greek yogurt. Does that make sense? So this is the consistency that I want my chalk paste when I'm doing chalk couture, but with painting, I want it to be a little bit easier to move on my palette. So that's where Flow Aid comes in, and you guys, there's quite a few videos where I discuss Flow Aid as well. All right, so let's do number 5 right here. This is a beautiful sagey green color, and it's kind of light. So I just want to test it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Great opaque colors so far. Now it's a very mustard yellow. This one can go either way. It could be completely transparent, it could be semi-opaque, it could be opaque. You just never know until you start painting it. I'm gonna try to keep my arm out of that. I'm not even gonna finish it. It is so transparent, but I expected that. So that one, I might add a little white to it, but you guys, you can also, if you don't have a white paint Sharpie that's water-based, it has to be water-based. If you do not have one of those, you can use white acrylic paint. I use a heavy body paint by Liquitex. It's just the brand that I have picked up because I worked at Michael's, so it's not like you have to have a specific brand. In addition to that, you can also use, if you have some white gesso, you could put a little white gesso down. That's gonna help cover it some. So there's some options. Those 3 tools will help you cover the number before you put down a color that is gonna be see-through. Okay, let's try one more color because I wanna try one of these colors and they're up in the sky. So let's just do it. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. opaque color. So I feel like the only ones that I might have a little issue with are these yellow ones here, possibly that little olive green, but you guys, that means the rest of these are gonna be fabulous. And if they aren't, we always have solutions to those problems, right? Whether Winnie's Picks is a legit or scam, you guys, very legit, very legit. I say that emphatically because it is so hard, like I said, to find good, reputable companies, but my list is growing. I'm so pleased that the companies I've tried lately have been a great experience. So if you're concerned about a particular company, I don't do requests because this all comes out of my pocket, and I'm afraid, just like you guys are sometimes, to order from a company that I don't know anything about, even after I've done my process of checking to make sure they're legitimate. But if you guys see something on a site and you're just in love with it, do a little background checking like I've discussed in my video, June Trusted Sites video. And that way you can run a little test for yourself before you place an order. Pay with PayPal or a company that will allow you to get your money back if you do not get the product that you order. But in the meantime, Winnie's Picks is legit, and thank goodness. So we have another really good company to add to our August list. Okay guys, thanks as always for watching. I can't wait to come back with something else. And I want you to please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like, thumbs up, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of Winnie's Picks if you've tried them before. And also, join us at the group. We have a good time over there. We have a very positive group of people. Negative people get booted. All right. See you back soon, everyone.